This year's deer camp found the guys up in Indian River in Cheboygan County hunting the Gaylord Forest Management Unit state land. The guys were able to use Brad's cabin, which is nestled away just down the road from the state land that they were about to hunt. Doing some scouting. Trying to find these big bucks.
Out on the ranger, got my brother-in-law set up on a nice oak ridge. Hoping he gets something while we're up here. He doesn't get a whole lot of time, so got him out hunting already. Found some drugs and some scrapes up in there, so wishing him good luck. Now we're going to try to find a bigger one.
What we're doing too is, I mean, Brad's hunted up here, but there's so much state land it's hard to know it all, so we're kind of going into this blind a little bit. But using Onyx, I found some spots back in here where it looks like there's some maple, or not maples, oaks. Those are the ones that produce acorns. So we're gonna find an oak ridge, and it appears to be some, possibly some wet, maybe swampy type area. So if I can find a good transition back in here, I'm gonna check it out. So see what we find. All right, so spot number one, just scoping this out. Like I said, on Onyx, saw a nice little ridge. It showed some oak stands, and then off would be to my right is good thermal cover, which can usually translate into deer bedding. And then what we found out is, as we were driving in off to what would be my left now, they did clear cut all that. There's a truck over there, but I don't know if he's deer hunting or if he might be doing some upland game, because we've already flushed a couple grouse. Found lots of eaten acorns so far, some old deer poop, and that's about it. I lost Brad already. He's way back behind me, but kind of opened up a little bit. It was real thick back off behind me over here, real thick that way. So we'll keep scouting. All right, Brad caught up to me.
What's happening?
We're finding some good sign already. Fresh rub. See lots of acorns on the ground.
I was out chasing a partridge.
Brad was chasing the partridge.
I'm a fat guy, I'm hungry.
We're gonna catch flack for that because we all know they're called ruffed grouse.
Oh, ruffed grouse.
I call them partridge. But right back, kind of back over in here, there's a scrape. Had some pine needles in it. Not super fresh,
but it didn't have leaves in it.
It didn't have leaves, it just had some pine needles in it. So we're gonna keep venturing. This way should be some bedding. We discovered wild raisinets.
Salty.
No, we did not try to eat them.
A lot of food source back here.
That's what we want to find right now, is these oak stands. And you can definitely tell they're in here eating. Lots of acorn caps, lots of little shards of the shell we're finding.
15 years I've been up here and have never ventured all this stuff.
We're just getting started too.
Squirrel. Oh, he missed him. He missed him. This deer scouting's turning into squirrel.
I don't know if I hit him or not. Oh.
Where is it?
He was on that log. I don't know if he went down. I might have got him.
You didn't shoot the tire, did you?
He was on this log right here.
Oh, you hit him. You hit him. He's in that tree. He's in that tree. Right here, Brad. Oh, he's going up.
Well, it turns out Brad didn't hit that squirrel at all. It shimmied its way back up the tree and was to never be seen again.
He's all the way up at the top.
So the guys turned their focus back to scouting for deer and came across some really good sign. kind of right on the edge of this bedding. Gets real thick back over here. Found a rub back in there, rub right here. It's be kind of tough to hunt, but it's doable. You can find the right spot. We're liking this spot, aren't we? Between the oaks, rubs, man. Check out a spot for him, but this one we had to travel back quite a ways, and it looks like there's a little creek or river, and we're gonna walk back there and check it out. Thick, lots of habitat, looks like a lot of aspen growth here, young growth.
Y'all gotta help me, man. This dude's trying to kill me.
We're exploring, we're having adventures, lots of adventures.
Well, here we are. Got back out here. Tim likes this spot. This is where we bumped up 8. Only took 2 days. 2 days. I haven't got a spot yet. So, looks pretty good out here. I found this patch of random grass growing in the middle of a cedar swamp that's currently dried up. Tim's about to take himself up here, get set in. I did find a rub over on that side up there, and found a scrape up the hill there a little ways too. So I'm gonna get this all set up and get Tim going, so maybe we can take 20 minutes and find a spot for me behind that cabin, hopefully. If not, I'll be hunting tomorrow afternoon. She turned around. Her head's facing back towards us now. They're feeding underneath that other oak tree on the outer edge. She's right there. Still walking away? No, the one's right 50 yards out. Kind of walking right to left slightly. I lost the one, the bigger one, down further.
Well, unfortunately the deer moved off and Brad never got a chance at him. But the guys had some other commotion come on. All of a sudden this bobcat appeared out of nowhere, snatched up a black squirrel, and took off right in front of the guys. Crazy.
Good interesting hunt this morning. So had a couple of deer right off the rip come through, caught us off guard on our left side. Watched them for what, a good 45 minutes. And
Might actually be a deer looking at me right there, to be dead honest with you. So we watched them for about 45 minutes, probably a half hour, and then not long after they decided to leave, we got a little excitement. I'm pretty sure you put it on video, but just barely caught it running away. But had a bunch of squirrels in here this morning, and all of a sudden we kind of heard a thump on the ground and look over, and a young bobcat came in and got himself some breakfast this morning. It was pretty cool to see. So
Well, Dennis was able to make it into town, so him and Brad set out to do some scouting to find him a spot so he could set up and hunt that afternoon.
Hey guys, getting ready to hit the woods for the first time. I'm hunting a new area I've never been to. It's up in the northern lower part of Michigan. It's called the Indian River area, I believe. This is Brad's place. He's our team member here at MOR. He was nice enough to host this year's deer camp, and I'm looking forward to getting out there. I got in here late last night. I didn't get no hunting in this morning because I didn't have a spot yet, and I didn't want to bump anybody and or bump anybody's deer and ruin their hunt for them. So I stayed on back and got out there a little while ago and found a really good spot where two types of habitat meet. It's a small little tiny field, basically like a pocket, and along the edge of that field is all oak trees. There's all kinds of acorns, found fresh droppings. I think it was 8 or 9 rubs I found in there, and it all comes together right by a water source. So hopefully it works out the way I'm thinking. I just hope they follow the script.
Let's go. Finally get to hunt my own stand tonight.
Yeah.
Instead of being cameraman, although that was a great time.
Yeah. It's fun to actually film for somebody else.
Yeah. Like I told Brad, the hardest part, and you and I both know, this is getting that kill shot. If we would have been prepared, we would have had a kill shot on camera this morning, but they snuck in behind us, so
Wow.
they still won.
Just like with the bow, practice, practice, practice.
Right. What do they say? They may have won the battle, but the war's not over. No, I'm excited. I got a good spot in there, or at least I think it's going to be a good spot.
Yeah.
Transition area between 2 clear cuts. Then there's a cedar swamp down in there too. So they got cover, they got ridge.
Nice.
Nice little swale down there. And what's crazy, I can't even find anything to compare it to, but there's like green grass growing right down in there, and it's almost like sod. They got it all tore up.
Nice.
It's weird. I don't know if there's like minerals in there or what, but hopefully I get a chance to find out.
Well, let's go get one. Definitely want to spray down before I go out there. Let's get the show on the road. Well, here's the water source. They've been all up in here. You can see all the tracks. Look at all that. I'm pretty much set right up on the water. Kind of ain't got no choice the way the wind's blowing and everything. It's the only spot I really got a clear shot. I think that might be, it'll be 20 to 10 yards probably if it happens. But yeah, you see all the little tiny trees in there? It makes hard for open shot. But we'll see how it happens.
Brad was settled back into his spot behind the cabin and explains exactly what kind of terrain he's hunting and why he chose that spot.
Underneath a few big oak trees, so I'm trying to catch that evening morning transition. As you'll see in part of the video earlier, did see a couple, had two that were definitely, if I was on my game and not paying attention, could have had some meat in the freezer this morning, but I saw two more later. They never really committed, kind of bounced out of here, but got a decent spot. Wind is playing some games right now with us. It's a little windy out here tonight, so this is basically my second sit. First night sit I've had. We scouted pretty hard on Sunday evening and all day Monday, so might be making a move. Kind of kept one spot in the back pocket. I know Tim got into his spot finally tonight, and he sat with me this morning. Didn't have a chance to get all his stuff into his other spot on Monday night, so he was with me this morning to see a few of those deer, and I just wish we would have got something on camera as far as a kill shot, but you know what happens. So didn't have the crossbow up, wasn't quite ready. Deer popped out of nowhere, but set up a mock scrape tonight. Bucks are starting to rub a lot up here and starting to put a decent amount of scrapes down on the ground, so.
Alright, here we go. 2024 deer camp. First solo hunt. Sat out with Brad this morning. It was pretty cool. So yesterday, I scouted this area out and I really liked it. And, or it might have been the day before. I don't even remember now. We scouted so much. But I forgot two straps, so I couldn't hang my stand. So, got out here today, hung my stand. Didn't want to do it this morning. Just wanted good solid daylight, so got my stand hung up. And we're ready to rock.
Guess what genius forgot his rangefinder back at camp? This guy. I'm just so anxious. I wanted to get out here. Wasn't thinking right. Well, hopefully it works out anyways. I'm pretty good at judging yardage.
So here we are. And it's kind of slow. Try to do a little bit of contact grunting here. See what happens, and then maybe we can entice somebody to just kind of come over and see what's going on. Tell you what, these JPO grunt tubes sound real good right now. I got the tube shrunk down, trying to make it sound like a little bit younger buck. But man, great tone, man. Well, folks, looks like I'm gonna cut my hunt a little short. Dennis just texted the group. He just stuck a big doe. I'm gonna run up here, make my walk back to the cabin, grab the side-by-side, and we're gonna go pick us up some fresh meat off the Cheboygan State land.